welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I went to how did my first day on my on-campus job went. So first we're talking about what is an on-campus job. An on-campus job is pretty much you working on campus. So like any campus, like on an actual college campus. So basically like GSU, which is Georgia State University, or you can work on a community college, depending on what college you go to. So that's what an on-campus job is. Basically, you work in one of those departments, and you actually get money from, and actually you get money, and actually work with your hours, and they help you along with your classes. So like if you have, they work on your classes that you can work after your classes. They work around to see what classes you have, and then you work after on that. So let's get on this video. So the first question that I have here is how are the staff like? So the staff is actually mostly adults. So there's no students right now in advising, because that's where I work in. And so far as adults, basically the staff are pretty much friendly. So far they're actually very friendly to me and very nice to me. They are kind of loud, but I mean, they're adults, so what do you expect? Yeah. But otherwise than that, that's pretty much how the staff are like. I can't talk more into it, so yeah. Second, what do you do? Like, what do you do in your job? So I'm technically like the student assistant, where I work at the front desk. That's where I work at, the front desk. And I answer calls, any phone calls that come in, I answer them. Or any students that come in, I technically answer their question to see what they're in for, see if they are a walk-in, mean that they are walking in, or if they're doing an actual appointment set with the advisor. And then I have like a clipboard, like a paper clipboard. No, like a clipboard that's paper in it that has like their name, their major, what grade I think, and then their Panther ID, which is their ID number, and then what they're in here for. And they fill that out, and then after that I ask them, are you walk-in, are you an appointment? And if they're a walk-in, I technically just put on the computer that they're a walk-in, and then just check them in. And then if they're doing an appointment, I set an appointment with whoever advisor that is available, and I set an appointment with them. Yeah, that's basically what I do. And I basically talk to either students or parents, and yeah. But so far I haven't seen any parents so far yet, but technically that's basically what I do. So I'm technically gonna get some rude customers, rude people, customers. Like rude people or not rude people. Yeah. How were the students that came in? So technically on my first job on Wednesday I worked it from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, which is 3 hours. And there was actually 2 students that came in. And they was actually very friendly. They wasn't rude, which was actually good for our first time working. One student that actually came in was a student that was like a student for like years ago, that's like trying to reapply again and trying to do his classes again. And it was difficult because he didn't have an ID number. He didn't have a student ID number, so he didn't know exactly what it was. But then we found out they had it on a piece of paper, which we didn't know about that. And I don't know why I said that. But yeah. But otherwise the guy was really friendly. I don't know what he identified as, so I didn't. But the person was really friendly and really friendly. And after that, a couple of minutes after that, we had another person that came in, who's going to be a freshman in the fall, and he's doing online. So he was coming in, and he was asking about orientation. Now, meanwhile, this is advising. So advisement doesn't do orientation. Advisement does like helping with your classes, see what classes you need to take for your major and stuff like that. So admissions send them over to us for orientation, and we had to send them back over there and tell them that that's not what you do. You don't not what you do, because like we had this, he didn't know, so of course he didn't know, but they sent him over to the wrong department, so we had to send him back over and say that okay, you need to go to a different department because we don't work for that. Yeah. And the guy was actually really friendly and wasn't a bad person, so yeah. um so that's like one of the other things. Next is, how is the work environment? The work environment is actually pretty quiet, but also it can be loud at times. What I mean by that is actually a quiet environment. There's not really anybody to really talk to, so I'm just alone by myself. I also want to talk to adults, which is not that, yeah. But how do I explain that? It can be loud at times when adults are talking with their coworkers, so I have to just mind my own business because even though they're talking loud sometimes. Yeah. What people that came in for my first time on the job on Wednesday, the only people that came in were students. Technically, we're supposed to be like your students, parents, and stuff like that. But the only people that came in was actually students that day. There was 2 students that day out of 3 hours. Yeah. How do you get paid? So I technically supposed to get paid like $8.50 to $10 an hour. But I asked her how much I get paid actually. She said she would look into it and see, not look into it. She would tell me about it on Tuesday, set my bank account up and said, no, not bank account. Tell me if I'm supposed to, how I get paid and everything. Well, technically, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to get paid through a bank account. Like your bank account, you're supposed to send the money to your bank account, or whatever account you want to send the money. Like it would be like direct deposit. And technically you have like a paycheck, and wherever how much paycheck you get, you send it to put in that bank account. And you can do whatever you want to do with the money, basically. So you could do whatever you want to do with the money, because it's exactly your own money that you work for. Yeah. Next is, how is your schedule like? So far, I'm not directly sure because she said that she would send my schedule by yesterday, and she still haven't sent it. So I don't know, but I was excited to her about that because I'm just working the first time, and it's just like I already don't have my schedule, and you told me I'm supposed to start. Okay, I have my next on Tuesday. How am I gonna know when am I supposed to come in on Tuesday? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Yeah. So yeah. And then next is, are you the only student working? Technically, in other departments, there are actually more students that's working and actually more students you can actually talk to. But an advisement, I'm the only student that's there. I mean, unless you cut the adults. Yeah. I'm only student that's working advisement for right now. There's no one that really goes to advisement to work at. Which I can see why, but it's definitely very lonely, and yeah. Can you do homework on a job? Actually, you can do homework on a job as long as there is nobody that's coming in. Like if there's no one's coming in that certain amount of point, then you could do your homework. It isn't long hours, so you can do something in the meantime to actually sustain you or to do something in the meantime while you were technically sitting there waiting. Oh, and the next question is, can you eat on the job? Technically, you're not allowed to eat on the job. You're really not allowed to eat on the job. They really don't allow you to eat on the job, and they don't allow you to do that because they said that it's not really good etiquette, and yeah. So that's basically it. Overall experience, it's a scary experience because I have never done something like that. I have never. I mean, what I mean by I do babysitting, like I babysit my niece, but I've never really been like in the actual working on a job, meaning actually talking to other clients, talking to actually working with other coworkers and other customers, talking like having like a communication, having making sure to do it right. It's gonna be a scary experience. It will set me up for like the prepare me for an actual job experience, which actually would help me. I was like, that could be actually nerve wracking. That's just scary when you have to make sure that you do it right. And there actually is a lot of pressure on you when you do it, because like you have to make sure you do it perfectly well. Also, they give you like a student handbook, making sure like like a long packet of a student handbook that they tell you that you have to do in order. Yeah, I think I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, so this is basically the student handbook. All this stuff is student contents. It says the term documents, the student responsibility, your job duties and responsibility, telephone etiquette, front desk procedures, your student work is daily, checklist or walk-in appointments, banner, call center procedure, and common calls. Like that's basically what you do and like what you're supposed to do. Make sure you do everything correct. Oh, and also what I found out is that they didn't tell anybody this. They don't tell people this, which is I was trying to see if I could do a director job. Also, PAC, which I'm actually a volunteer for PAC. I thought that you could like actually I could still do a work study. Actually, I didn't know that actually. So I didn't know that. I didn't know this. So they said that you can't really work on different departments because they don't allow you to do that because you're technically still doing that. So technically, a director job you will get paid for it. And I didn't know that you can't. Since I'm working at work study, you can't do working at work study and also do like also be a director at the same time, which is very interesting. I didn't even know that, and I was just like, I felt dumb, really dumb, because yeah. So technically, what I have to do is that in order for me, so I would do work study and then have to maybe find some other source income outside of school that they don't know about, which not really, yeah. So that's basically it. But overall, that's basically how my first job went. I started Wednesday, which was this Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't work Thursday because my classes are really. I didn't work Thursday, so yeah. But otherwise than that, hope this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit bell notification to notifications in the video. Comment down below if you have any other questions you want to ask me about my job or anything like that, or any questions you want to ask me, period. And I'll get back to you because actually I love talking to you guys, and yeah, I'm not serious because I really have nothing to do really. So and yeah, so hope this video helped you and any way like that. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.